In 401, Diggle's the de facto leader of Team Arrow. Without Arrow, Team
Diggle.
Yeah.
Team Diggle.
Yeah, Team Diggle, I guess. And he and Speedy and Black Canary are the team, and they're a well-oiled machine, and you're going to see that right at the beginning. So, even without Arrow. So it's a very good piece of writing because we're doing it even without him. So why does he have to come back? And that's part of the story.
Well, with Diggle, obviously, Diggle showed a lot of heart sometimes going up against Oliver in his decisions as leader of Team Arrow in the beginning. Is that going to show through? Will we be a little more protective of your team?
Yes. I mean, I think Diggle's position is obviously Oliver Queen is of the top 5 fighters in the world probably, right? But Diggle can't trust him, right? And that's really what it is about for him. He feels as if he will make decisions without addressing the team. For example, making Malcolm Merlin the head of the League of Assassins. Like, really? A known psychopath. You give Raz's ring and one of the most lethal armies ever created, right? So that Diggle probably would have had something to say to that. So making decisions like that, those are the things that just chip at Diggle and make him say no. And he's protective of not allowing that influence back.
Yeah. What about Diggle's I guess feelings about Felicity in terms of, does he feel like a little bit betrayed because Felicity just took Oliver's side?
That's interesting because we're going to have something very interesting to say about Felicity in 401 as well, and that question will be answered. I can't give that away. That's a big reveal. But no, I don't think he. I think no. The quick answer to that is no. But there's a little twist in terms of what's happening with Felicity at the top of season.
You talked about a few minutes ago about you being now the leader of let's say Team Diggle with Black Canary and Speedy and so on. What can you tell about his relationship with those two? Now because Oliver's kind of MIA. Sophia now only has Diggle as the closest thing to the family, and Laurel has her stuff. So what can you tell us about your relationship with those two?
With those two. Well, I think Diggle respects them as fighters and as leaders themselves, and. Again, when you see the top of 401, they've been working together for 4 months or 5 months. There's 5 months that have passed since Felicity and Oliver rode off into the sunset, and the 3 of them began to protect Starling City. And when you see them in the beginning of 401, they're very well oiled. They're fighters. They're saving the city. They're protecting the city. So I think. All the relationships have fallen in line. I think Diggle respects them and they respect Diggle. And you'll see that even when Oliver has his run-in with Team Diggle, or new Team Arrow, whatever you want to call it, you'll see how protective they are of each other. So for 5 months, they've become a very formidable group.
This is not the first time we've seen Team Arrow without the Arrow.
Right.
Previously you thought it was because he was dead. Now it's because Oliver has chosen to walk away.
Right.
Does that change anything in how Team Arrow functions, knowing that Oliver left voluntarily rather than the fact that he might be dead?
Well, the drama that surrounded whether or not Oliver could be back, whether or not he could be alive, the grief, that element obviously is gone. But no, I think the 3 of them moved on. I think when you see at the beginning of 401 again, the team has, all of them are passionate about the city. And this, I think what was great about season 3 was that you saw that other people took on this crusade as their own. Right? It began with Oliver, but they all have their own vested interests and reasons for protecting the city. And that sentiment is exactly what propels the new team in the beginning of 401, and you see that. So they don't feel like we're missing something now that Oliver's gone, but they're going to meet head on some opponents that